On 18/7/2024, the Indian Federation of Women Lawyers Karnataka organized a lecture program at the Magistrate Court Unit Ladies Room. The lecture was rendered by Srimati Anjana Sundar, Advocate, Bangalore, on the new criminal laws, that is Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, which replaces the Indian Penal Code. The lecture was attended in a good number by the advocates who practice mainly in the Magistrate Court Unit. Here are a few pictures and a video clipping of the lecture.
This is how you cannot go behind ladies. You can always come there. The reason for there are many. There is lot of scope for the misuse of the provisions of the present BNS. Lot of scope for the misuse of the present BNS, and therefore I have made a small copy of all the sections that have been included and that have been excluded. So you need not worry about so many projects. If you are already thorough, if you have already been thorough with IPC 1860, all that you have to see is to compare the sections. There is a comparative table. You will know which is the new section, which is the old section. I have tried to concentrate on the new changes that have been made without taking you to the old enactment, new enactment, comparing each section of the old enactment and new enactment. I think this will do, because if the act is still in its infant stage, we have to face so many challenges. I am sure we are going to face. Advocates, judges, the judiciary is going to definitely face number of challenges with this new enactment. That's it. I would like all of you to apply your mind, grow in your profession, apply your mind and read and reach this. There is no room for further interpretation. There is no reason why the client should run from pillar to post to get his justice. Putting a lot of burden on the advocates, putting a lot of burden on the judiciary. This is going to create some problems. I'm not saying all the sections. The newly included sections, for instance. Now, for instance, a new section has been included here, and this is 113. 113 of BNS defines a terrorist act. It pertains to terrorism. See, going by the General Clauses Act, it is a special enactment that prevails over the general enactment. Wherever there is a special law, it is the special law that prevails over the general law. That is what the General Clauses Act says. Any law that is promulgated should be within the four corners of the Constitution. No law can deviate from the Constitution. And if it is ultra-virus the Constitution, for instance, take for instance the personal liberty, freedom of speech or whatever. In case the law or the particular section of a particular law violates any of the framework fixed by the Constitution, then that particular section will be struck down as ultra-virus the Constitution. That law will no longer hold good. Here, for instance, under the terrorist, you have a special enactment for dealing with the terrorists, which is TADA, or Prevention of Terrorism, POTA, Terrorist TADA, Terrorist and Anti-Disruptive Activities Act. You have that act. Now, with the inclusion of section 113 in the new BNS, the position is that when the judge is dealing with 113, he has to go by the Criminal Procedure Code, which is Bharatiya Nagarika Suraksha Samhita. That is the law, that is the procedure which the court has to follow. while dealing with the provisions of BNS. The TADA, under the TADA, when a confession is given by the accused, the advocate representing the terrorist cannot question it. Any confession given by the accused will have to be taken on its face value. When it comes to criminal procedure code or BNSS, 161, which is now there's an amended provision to 161. By virtue of that particular section, a statement made to the police is not binding. If you give a case to either Rajeshwari madam or Padmavati madam, they'll bring down the case within no time. Whatever he has said before the police was said because somebody threatened him. He was under the duress of the police, so he gave that statement. They will definitely take up a different case altogether before the court. That would have happened under section 113 if it had not conflicted with TADA. That is a section which again conflicts with TADA 113. So several of such sections. Now there was a section for defining a particular offence. A particular section defined the offence. Then a particular section prescribed the punishment for the offence. Now, for instance, 3-4 sections have been consolidated into one. For instance, murder 415, which defined cheating. 420. These two sections have been consolidated into 318.
One section.
So the definition and the punishment are consolidated into one section for whatever reason. Then criminal breach of trust, 405, 409, they have been consolidated into 316 of the new BNC. 463 to 471 have now become 336. Then 499 and 500. 499 of the IPC 1860 defined what a defamation is. 500 prescribed the punishment for defamation. Now, both these sections have been consolidated into 356. Both the sections have been consolidated. Again, the adultery, the basic object of BNS, the basic object of BNS was to see that it keeps up with the times, it keeps up with the present times because it is a colonial law and it is old and obsolete. So they wanted to bring it to meet the needs of the new world. That was the intention of statement of objects of BNS has been done. But again, if you go to sections 75, 76, 78, am I right? Where they wanted to bring, the object of the act was to bring gender equality. Now some of the offences like voyeurism, then 78. See, new enactments make us students.
Yeah.
We have to, there is no end to this. You have to be studying, you have to be applying your mind growth. There is no end to it.
Keep on learning.
Section 75.
75?
New.
Section BNS is 75 is 13.
IPC number.
Section.
This is section. Like IPC. She is referring to BNS, is it?
This is a section.
BNS.
This is the IPC and this is BNS section.
This section ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ 75.
75. Section 13.
The 75, 76. where, however, 377 has been now struck down.
Struck down by Supreme Court.
377 has been struck down. Adultery is no longer an offence, be it that as it may. Now, when it comes to other sexual offences, there is no gender equality so far as 78, 76, 75 of the corresponding sections of 377. They have included, the rape is now 69. Rape is defined under 69. There is a separate definition for gang rape.
Yes.
They have increased the punishment for rape of a girl under the age of 18 years. And they say that nothing but death. For a person who rapes a girl under the age of 18, the punishment is death. Punishment is death. Now, without mentioning the age, there is one more provision here which says that if it is a gang rape, it is 20 years. Does it mean that I can rape an 18-year-old girl in a gang and get rid of her?
The death.
That is way of commuting my sentence from life to 20 years. So many contradictions are there. We have to address, and those who are actively practicing and leading on the criminal side will definitely find it very difficult with the new enactment.
No new trial.
Particularly chapter 5. I had a discussion with Padmavati ma'am regarding chapter 5 of the new enactment where in many of the cases the punishment has been increased. In addition to saying that there is a minimum punishment, mandatory minimum punishment, the punishment under chapter 5 has been increased for all the offences against women, which corresponds to outraging the modesty of women under 354 of the old Act. IPC 1860. 354, chapter 5 of the new enactment, where the punishment has been enormously increased, including stalking, all these things. ಕೆಲವರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ 5 ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರು ನಗುವೆಯಾ ಹೆಣ್ಣೆ ನೀನು ಜಾರಿ ಬೀಳುವಾಗ 20 years. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುತ್ತಿನಂತ ಮಾತೊಂದು ಗೊತ್ತೇ ನಮ್ಮ 20 years. So this is how you cannot go behind ladies. You can always come. The reason for there are many. There is lot of scope for the misuse of the provisions of the present BNS. Lot of scope for the misuse of the present BNS, and therefore I have made a small copy of all the sections that have been included and that have been excluded. So you need not worry about so many provisions. If you have already been thorough with IPC 1860, all that you have to see is to compare the sections. There is a comparative table. You will know which is the new section, which is the old section. I have tried to concentrate on the new changes that have been made without taking you to the old enactment, new enactment, comparing each section of the old enactment and new enactment. I think this will do because the act is still in its infant stage. We have to face so many challenges. I am sure we are going to face. Advocates, judges, the judiciary is going to definitely face number of challenges with this new enactment. That's it. I would like all of you to apply your mind, grow in your profession, apply your mind and read, and reach the stage of our stars who are sitting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, reach their stage at any time. And I'm very, very happy. I thank our IF, the president and the entire team for giving me an opportunity to interact with all the beautiful faces here. Thank you so much.
So nice.
What do you say that? Somebody said that
Any
more
questions
money
are there?
to
poisonous bottle. No, please explain. Because somebody says that it's a old wine in a poisonous bottle. Poisonous bottle.
New old wine and a new poisonous.
Poisonous bottle.
Maybe it gives more kick. The older,
Not
the older the wine, the greater the kick.
old wine is poisonous bottle.
ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ನನ್ನ ಫೇವರೇಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ BNS ನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಈ ವಿಚಾರ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ತರ್ಜುಮೆ ಮಾಡೋಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ಬೆಳೆದು ನಿಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ
ಬಂದಿದೆ ತರ್ಜುಮೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಈಗ.
ತರ್ಜುಮೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರ ನನಗೆ ನಿಖರವಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಕಾರಣ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದಿವಸ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ತರ್ಜುಮೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Another thing BNS ಅಲ್ಲಿ there was an apprehension that they would include rape ali, marital rape also. It was being considered marital rape also as an offense. Luckily, I would say luckily it is not included. But you saw the 2 days back. It's okay, no problem. 2 days back when
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಚೂರು ಪಾರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಮ್ಯಾರಿಟಲ್ ರೇಪನ್ನ ಅಂದರೆ ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿನ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಫುಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನು ದೇವರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕಲ್ಕೇಟ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಅಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಭಾರತೀಯ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಂಹಿತೆ. But I would say luckily it is not done for various reasons. I would say already people are misusing lot of sections. But if that would have been there, it would have been very worst scenario we would have. But see, 2 days back in Rajasthan want to bring in their own state amendment to bring in this marital rape as an offence. But that's going to be very, very hazardous, very dangerous. That is it. Another thing which is the sedition is yes, it is omitted. That's a very good relief for people because freedom of speech is where people, we have seen recently where people have been expressing their views, have been put in jail for so many years under the sedition law. That's a very dangerous thing. Yeah, curtailing somebody's freedom of speech. That is a very good thing in BNS. There are so many good things, but I didn't read exhaustively. But I'm just overall I'm saying.
True. And then at one where the Supreme Court approves living in relationship. It approves. It says the living in relationship is approved, and maybe the wife is not entitled. The person who is living in is not entitled to any benefit at the hands of the husband. But the children get the same status as that of a legitimate child in the property rights of the person who has been living. That is what the Supreme Court says. Here, there has been a contradiction to that. There has been a contradiction to that, which says particular section
Under BNS alla?
BNS alli, if a person
See that, yes.
lives with a woman and the woman is under the impression that he is going to marry,
Oh yeah.
does not marry, so she can make use, any woman can make use of the Supreme Court law saying that I will live with you, and then say that I lived with him on the promise given by him that he is going to marry, and send him to jail for 20 years.
That is what is happening now. You have seen a consensuous partner makes allegation when something goes wrong between them. We have seen various instances. I think Pati would be the best person to say. We have seen people, the ladies coming forward and say there is a promise of marriage. That's the reason I consented for the sex.
Exactly.
20 years of punishment.
20 years.
That's not. I don't think it is a very good proposition.
Some are very ambiguous also.
Yes.
I think it needs a detailed study, and we are too early to have any. I request them to come.
the impact of it after 1 or 2 years only.
2 years. We have to wait for
impact
sections to be interpreted.
We will not, because we are still in shock. We are still in baby stages. We have to know, yes, what is the effect. Take 2 years.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
On it, yes.
And very nice, Anju, beautifully energy. Nice.
ಹಾಡು ಹೊಸದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗ ಲೇಯ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ